Praise be to God. Now you know you cannot be cursed. Let's look at Numbers chapter 22 verse 38. The same story about Balaam. You know, he was contracted to come and do a specific job. But look at this. And Balaam said to Balak, so Balak contracted Balaam to perpetrate a crime against innocent people. And I know you are innocent. Look, I have come to you. Now, have I any power at all to say anything? Anything, that's a question. The word that God puts in my mouth, that I must speak. This man was contracted to come and listen to Balak and pronounce a curse on the people of Israel. But the man came to Balak and said, though you have contracted me, when I get there to execute the task, I will only say what God has put in my mouth to speak and not what you asked me to speak. So you have this authority, you have this immunity, you have this thing that God has given you that no one can speak when God has not commanded them to speak. Then every word, any word that has been given to a contractor over your life to speak death, to mark you down, to speak distraction, to speak sickness, to speak retardation, to speak stagnation, I am declaring that they will only speak that which God has put in their mouth. That is why a curse can turn into a blessing. That is a turning point. Because when they attempt to pronounce the curse, the word of God is coming to somebody and it is going to cause them to pronounce a blessing instead of a curse. Every word will be an addition and bring favor to you. Even though they have been contracted, he says that, he said, look, I have come to you now. Have I any power at all to say anything? Man may give words to them to speak, but God is saying, I'm going to turn it around. The word that God puts in my mouth, that I must speak. Glory. Glory. Look at Numbers chapter 23, verse 8. 23, verse 8. Numbers 23, 8. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? And how shall I denounce whom the Lord has not denounced? It is impossible for anybody to curse the one that God has blessed. How can it means that it is difficult to turn around, to overrule, to annul what God has spoken into the life of a child of God. If God has not pronounced a curse, I cannot pronounce a curse. Even when I am able to pronounce, it will not work because I cannot overrule what God has spoken. And what God has spoken, he said, before you were clot of blood in your mother's womb, I knew you. I appointed you the prophet to the nations. And God has good things prepared for you. And therefore, no one can overturn, can overrule, can pull down the works of God concerning your life. It is impossible and it is an assurance. No one. We thank God for this grace. We thank God for blessing us this way. We thank God that no one can overrule what you have spoken into our life. We walk freely. We walk knowing that God has protected us. God has blessed us. And God has created a path for us to take. And that path is a path of rest. Pastor Adam Adom here, and God bless you.